Hi everyone, I'm Libby and I'm an undergraduate placement student working in the Research and Development Department at Sussex Partnership Foundation Trust. I'm going to tell you a little bit today about our Youth PPI Café, what it is and why you might want to join. Our Youth PPI Café is a space where you can give meaningful input into how researchers run. You're not a participant in research, but instead you advise researchers on how their studies are delivered. At the Youth Café, young people are involved at every step and you can be involved as much or as little as you want. But overall, you're helping to shape research that's relevant to both you and your peers, and you can directly see the results of this. It's a really good opportunity to both get paid for sessions and develop excellent transferable skills, as well as being linked to a network of hundreds of like-minded children and young people. If you have an interest in psychology or the psychological professions, there are also opportunities to get involved with other organisations and researchers, which can really give you an idea of how research is conducted, and you can find out the results of really interesting studies before they're even published. PPI stands for Patient and Public Involvement, which is all about how research is being carried out with patients and the public rather than for them. It's about improving research by involving people with their own mental health experience. Youth Café centres around this. It's not a therapeutic space, but we can always signpost you to further support if you need it. Currently, we run 2 different Youth Café groups. One is for 11 to 15-year-olds and the other is for 16 to 25-year-olds. Youth Café meet every month, but not every member attends every session. Meaningful involvement, which is something that we're really passionate about at the Youth PPI Café, mean that people with the relevant lived experience participate in each session. So say a researcher brings a discussion about their research about depression, the people with relevant lived experience surrounding depression would attend that meeting. So typically we'll send a brief about the session around, which usually has some information about the researcher, what they're looking at, general themes that may come up in the meeting. You sign up and then you'll be emailed if you're selected to attend, which is about 8 to 10 people every meeting. So there may be some prep work sent out before the session. Usually a researcher provides a poster or a video doc beforehand for you to look through and then goes through a PowerPoint in the session to get your feedback on their work. So in terms of who attends these meetings, there is always a PPI facilitator, so that would be me or one of my colleagues, a researcher that we've invited to talk, and the PPI advisors, which would be you. These cafe meetings take place on Zoom and are an hour and a half long, so that's time for an hour of research discussion and then time to warm up and cool down at the end. During the meetings, there are flexible ways you can communicate. You can have your camera off, you can use the chat function, you can unmute. It really doesn't matter, whatever you feel most comfortable with. We can sometimes discuss some sensitive topics. Obviously, this will be brought up in the brief for the meeting beforehand, but if anything happens to upset you, you can join a breakout room and chat to one of us, so the facilitators. We'll always be on hand after the meetings to discuss anything with you as well if you need to. Now, after the meeting is finished, my colleague Julia will arrange payment for you guys and send out the minutes so you can read through those. And as part of our agreement that we have between our PPI advisors and our researchers, they need to give us feedback about how PPI has affected their study, and so you can really see how the contributions that you make have shaped the work that they do, which is really, really exciting. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in contact with a member of our team. We're very friendly, and I look forward to seeing you in a future Youth Café meeting.